Welcome back to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank y'all so much for stopping by again today. Well, as my stay in America comes to an end, I just want to give some final thoughts. You know, I've been here a little bit over a month, and I don't know when the next time I'll be this way again. But there's a saying, a proverb they call it. I believe it was created by a Frenchman. The more things change, the more they stay the same. And after 6 years of being away and coming back to America, that rings true. Because he observed that despite all the turbulent changes, it doesn't affect reality on a deeper level, only to cement the status quo. So we're still split in this country, black and white. 69% of Americans believe that race relations are bad here and they're getting worse. We're split down between the rich and the poor. They got us thinking that the problem is the elderly woman or the disabled individual collecting Social Security is the problem. No, the problem is, as I see it, it's 5 men owning more wealth than the bottom 150 million Americans. That's the problem. And then, of course, we're split down the middle, Democrat, Republican. So if you're looking to blame somebody, which I'm not, there's plenty of blame to pass around. I will say this, we need to take our government from these rich folks. There's not enough regular Joes like myself involved in politics over here. Just because people have money, that doesn't equate to intelligence. So yeah, I'm stressed. People always ask me, since I've been here, Calvin, why are you stressed? At least I'm honest enough to admit it. But then when I turn it around and I say, why aren't you stressed? You're living over here in this. You see the same things I'm seeing. So I'm going on record to say this. If you're an American right now, in this moment, and you're not stressed, then guess what? You're probably lying. Or you're resigned to your fate. You've accepted a bad situation that you feel cannot be changed. But see, what really bothers me over here is people want to suppress your free speech. Free speech that I fought for. Free speech that I put my life on the line for, that many of the people who criticize me haven't done. You haven't went anywhere near a recruiter's office. So they tell me, you know, because I made the video the other day, they tell me I'm out of touch with what's going on in America. Remember, the more things change, the more they stay the same. The status quo is still the status quo here. This is what I'm trying to tell you. How can you get out of touch with a country that isn't moving forward? It's moving back. And I push back against that and say, no, I know exactly what I'm talking about. My finger's on the pulse. I'm an American through and through because guess what? I tapped into something in that video, anger. Yeah, I tapped into anger because as a black man over here in America, I understand anger. But guess what? I'm not angry with the wrong people. I know who to be angry at. But yeah, so a lot of the MAGA came at me, rightfully so, you know, because I understand their frustration, their confusion. They're looking for answers, they can't get any. A lot of mediocre white men, they're falling behind. They feel neglected. They feel overlooked. They feel discriminated against. Well, I got news for you. It's called equality. And it's all subjective as to how much progress is being made in America towards equality and how much effort is being put forth to level the playing field. But as the playing field slowly evens, you can't keep up. So you want your DEI. You want your handout. And you're angry. I understand that. You're talking to me, man. I'm 61, about to turn 62. You don't think I'm an angry black man? You don't think I'm tired of working twice as hard and having to be twice as good just to have half a chance in this country? I understand your anger, but guess what? When they were passing all that bullshit legislation affecting blacks, affecting women, affecting gays and transgenders and immigrants, you stood by and done nothing. Now they're coming for you and you crying. Guess what? I understand your anger, but I don't feel sorry for you. I don't feel sorry for you at all. Step up your game. And I'm not going to just talk about white men. These mediocre black men over here. It's too much grinning and cheesing going on over here. You act like everything's okay. Well, what news did you receive to make you fall asleep at the wheel, to let you, to make you let down your guard as if you're safe? Your job is safe, your money's safe, your family's safe. It's too much stepping and fetching going on in our community. Meanwhile, the guys like me, the black men like me, the overwhelming majority of us, we've done everything this country asked us to do. We stayed in school. We worked hard. We paid our taxes. We stayed out of trouble. We raised our families, took care of our families. And guess what? Our communities are still unsafe and unproductive. So somebody lied to us. So yeah, after 6 years of being away and come back, nothing's changed really. But you're not going to suppress my free speech. More of us need to join the fight. Hell, I would stay here. I promise you, I would stay here and join the fight. But too many of us have given up. I see it. So when there's somebody brave enough to stand up and say, look, man, this is what I think. This is what I believe. You want to shut them down. I understand your anger, but you're angry with the wrong people. You can't get any more inconsequential than me. A 61-year-old black grandfather with a high school diploma in the state of Kentucky. But yet you want to hold my feet to the fire. The leaders aren't leading over here. We need new leaders, guys. This is what I observed. Too many of us are standing on the sidelines, man, doing absolutely nothing. Meanwhile, the country is burning down. So yeah, this is my last video while I'm over here in America. I'm going to do live streams, but yeah, this is it for me. You know, I'm not going to go back and forth with people in the comments. It's too sensitive. You know, you're directing your anger in the wrong direction. Not once in my 61 years, almost 62 years of life, have I sponsored or written a piece of legislation that obstructs anybody's progress in this country. I just haven't done it. But you think I'm the problem. No, I'm not the problem. The rule of law is just slowly leaving this country. Corruption going on right in our face, and we won't say nothing about it. There's a man, Elon Musk, right now. I guess he's still head of Doge. He's in charge of fraud, waste, and abuse, and I guess corruption. And yet he's got contracts with the same government that he's working for. Isn't that a conflict of interest? Isn't that corruption? But none of you cocksuckers are saying anything about it. You want to come after the little guy, the low-hanging fruit. Well, I got news for you. I'm not afraid of you. You know where I live. You know where I live over there. And you get mad at me because I did something about it. Yeah, I left. Because I'm tired of working twice as hard. I'm tired of being twice as good to have half a chance over here in this country. It's too much stepping and too much fetching going on in the black community. Nothing's changed because we're not angry enough. We haven't pushed back enough. So thank y'all so much for stopping by. Go on and get in the comments, because that's all you're going to do. Find in your heart to help somebody. Not a day goes by that I don't help somebody. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care. Stay safe. Stay out of trouble. I'll see you next time. Don't do anything stupid. Stop walking around here like everything's okay when it's not. You're in a delusion. If you're in the black community, religion has failed us. Education has failed us. Our leaders have failed us. We need new leaders, ladies and gentlemen. You grinning and cheesing. And if the shoe fits, wear it.